Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra April 9, 2022. This day the opportunities are open to you in material and spiritual aspects. Take advantage of this good streak that your bonanza is insight. The 7th house is under the energy of Sagittarius. The good energy of this sign greatly favors the stability of your relationship, since sincerity, openness, and honesty are pillars in lasting relationships. Today is a good day for entrepreneurship, no matter if it is big or small. Start with the good vibes of Jupiter, which will drive you to growth. Today, take the rhythm and smile. You don't need to spend all day whining. Remember that the image you project to others will dictate the kind of action that will bounce back to you. Keep the corner of your lips up. Today it is important that you stay on the side of the sidewalk where the sun reflects. You have millions of reasons to be happy, so feel free to show those beautiful teeth to the world. The house of love has the energy of Libra with Saturn in exaltation, which gives you the caution and prudence to choose your courtships very well so that you do not find yourself in love problems so easily. If a family member is in a bad mood but won't confess why, it's up to you to put an end to their mood. He sees everything black around him, and wherever he goes, he infects people. Do your best to get him out of that mood, although he tries not to force things too much. Therapy can do you good, but it's not your area of expertise. So help him, but don't get overwhelmed. This astral atmosphere will prove favorable to the consolidation of life together. Instead of creating a climate of passion and seeking to establish power relations with your partner, you will strengthen your bonds of complicity with him. Single, you will consider your romantic future with optimism, and your clearer vision of things will allow you to better judge what is good for you and thus find the person who suits you and who completes you. In a relationship for a short time, everyone around you loves to read the expression of happiness in your eyes. Recognize it, the loved one knows how to live up to your expectations. Memorizing your every desire, he wants to learn everything about you down to the smallest detail. Life passes in an instant. Savor at all costs what it offers us in many enchanting surprises. In your case, take full advantage of these moments of happiness and complicity in the gallant company. You have the house of health, you have Scorpio, which governs procreation and its basic functions, menstruation in women and sperm in men. Checking that you are well in these functions is the recommendation for this day. Today is a great day for transformation, and your actions have a deeper meaning than usual. Be careful where you point your arrow, because its point today has an extra sting. People will be wrong about you, making you feel like you are a jug of water on a hot plate. The fire is on and the lid is about to explode. Make sure you don't hit anyone when the lid goes flying. Your body is slightly sensitive today. If you want to go to the gym, do not prolong the gestures that are too repetitive and seem painful to you. To strengthen your muscles, you can consume more B vitamins than you will find in lentils, rice, green beans, or even mushrooms. Also, remember to avoid gastronomic excesses by reducing foods that are too fatty and too sweet. You could take advantage of this favorable day, placed under the jurisdiction of Jupiter, to exercise and improve your physical shape, even if it does not inspire you. Go for a long walk in the countryside or some gentle gymnastics. Yoga and relaxation would do you the greatest good. The house of work is under the energy of Pluto, which makes you very risky. It is the time to propose bold initiatives or plans that favor you to reach executive or management positions. Things are working out well for you, and you will make good progress on whatever project you decide to take on. Once you get started, you'll find that superior strength will help you push it through the rest of the day. You just need to give it the initial impetus. No project will be too big for you on a day like today. Find the strength within you to make it happen. Some of your professional projects have failed, or rather have not succeeded, and you will blame the whole world. But has it ever occurred to you that perhaps you were responsible for your failures? It is not the weeds that choke the good grain, it is the negligence of the grower. Take your courage in both hands and show perseverance. The second house is under the energy of Cancer with Jupiter in exaltation, which favors expansion and prosperity. A blessed day for you. Today you feel particularly vital, although some clouds may be obscuring your thoughts. Something or someone is exerting strong pressure against one of your actions, but you must realize that their motivations may be somewhat self-serving. At this time you must rely on your self-confidence to defend your position. Whatever happens, you will have to participate in one way or another. Take the time to evaluate the facts carefully, as they may be a trap. On the money side, you will have to tighten your belt. If you allow yourself to multiply superfluous expenses, the balance of your budget will soon be compromised. With this aspect of Neptune, the natives of the sign could feel imprisoned in their professional daily life. You lack space to flourish, and Neptune makes the situation even more difficult by blurring your limits. At best, this frustration will simply make you want a change of scenery. Looking at what is being done elsewhere will do you a lot of good. But you could also verbally attack your colleagues and incur the wrath of your superiors, so think carefully about the words you say today. As we meet, we manage to form a second family. This restricted circle of friends becomes full members of our existence. Better, the latter soothes the atmosphere of their mere presence in the room. So when a conflict arises with one of them, you suffer the explosions for long weeks. Instead of locking your anger inside, the best solution is to talk about it without any taboos. By putting the bars on the T, you will never silence your feelings again. If you have had some disputes with close relatives, you will be able to reconcile with them permanently thanks to the support of Jupiter in good aspect. Overall, your relationship with your family circle will be much more harmonious. Our eyes in the sky. You are diving into the emotional depths throughout much of the day. Jupiter can expand sentiments, and the lunar energy in the sign of chatty Gemini isn't holding back. You could be feeling more psychic today, but it's hard to separate your emotions from the projections thrown onto you by others. In fact, many of us could feel like we're talking about our emotions all day. The transits of the day ask everyone to have faith and see clearly through problems. This can also present a multitude of challenges in every single detail of your life. No rock is left unturned, but it's all for a greater purpose. Make sure that you pay close attention to your health, which is all part of the process. Checking in with loved ones and keeping a gratitude list can help you see that you're progressing exponentially every day. Believing in positive notions can guide you through the energy if you're willing to let go of the past and move toward a more meaningful way of life, which is very possible today. It is unhealthy to project worst-case scenarios into our outer reality, yet this is often the case. When something good lands in our lap, we frequently fail to appreciate it, because we immediately begin the process of protecting, coveting, and ultimately hoarding our treasures. During the Moon-Pluto trine, we become conscious of the ways this behavior works against us, and actually cut us off from experiencing prosperity. This influence can be used to take a deep dive into our psyche and identify the origins of these fears so we might address them in a healthy, holistic way.